What up, Dokkaners? We have a ton of new information coming in on both global and JP. Well, JP for right now, but this does apply to global. This is the JP data download, but everything here is going to be dropping on global anyway, so I figured I might as well do this one now just to cover everything sooner and you guys can be more well informed. Shout out to Proton10mg for all things data download information. Follow him on Twitter at Proton10mg. Okay, thank you. And also big shout out to Minato for dropping all of the refined translations for these EZAs. The translations are already out on the new Dokkan Wiki at DokkanInfo.com, but Minato took the time to make it easier for everyone to digest and read it, putting in the proper vernacular and all that stuff. So shout out to Minato. The dude tweets out 1 million tweets per day, so you're definitely getting your money's worth if you follow him on Twitter as well. So go check him out. So let's he's not watching this, he wouldn't know. All right, so let's take a look at these translations here. Starting off with Xeno Super Saiyan 3. I have the highest hopes for this character right here. Does he deliver? Let's find out. 130% for STR and DB heroes. That's it? Okay. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Oh, just attack. Okay. Causes immense damage. Great chance to stun. Very nice. 70% to stun. Reduces damage received by 15% for the first 3 turns from the first appearance. Attack and defense plus 150. Guards all attacks. Good. More stats. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50 when performing a super attack. Plus an additional defense plus 20 up to 100. And reduces damage received up to 35 for Dragon Ball Heroes category allies on the team. Okay, so they gave us more defense. They gave us more stats. And they gave you an initial cushioning of some damage reduction that's extra that will keep you protected. So that's actually not bad. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I think I'm fine with that. We'll obviously have to reserve our final judgment for when we see him in action on the field. But until then, let me know in the comments how you would rate this unit's EZA on a scale of 1 to 10. I am most hopeful for this one. Let's move on now to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta-sama. So let's check this one out. DB Hero Super Physical 130%. Greatly raises attack and defense, causes immense damage, and lowers defense. Greatly lowers defense. Okay. Performs an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack for the first 3 turns for this first appearance. Attack and defense plus 150 disables enemy guard plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack plus an additional attack plus 20 up to 100 and chance to perform critical hit up to 35% per Dragon Ball Heroes category allies on the team. So pretty much the same stuff. It's kind of like a Gamma 1, Gamma 2 thing again, just like I was talking about for the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. Same thing for these guys. Looks like they're giving the damage reduction to the Goku. They're giving more of the multiple super attack sort of style to the Vegeta. And yeah, out of the two, obviously I do prefer the Xeno Goku, but let me know in the comments how you would rate this EZA. I don't particularly see much use other than just a strictly Dragon Ball Heroes team, but still, it'll be nice to do a little bit more damage with this guy and have him be more productive on the offensive end. Let's move on to Supreme Kai Time and her EZA. I'm hoping this one's really good. DB Heroes, Super Tech 130, massively raises attack. Oh, attack and defense for 1 turn. Okay, so they're giving him a little more attack here. Cause immense damage and seals, which is good. Attack and defense plus 120 plus an additional. Oh no, sorry, not plus an additional. All allies key plus 3. Ooh, attack and defense plus. What the heck? Attack and defense plus 40%. I think this is the first time we have an all allies key plus 3 stats plus 40 that's unconditional. I don't think we've had that before. We've had things close to it. STR Topo was all allies key plus 1 attack and defense plus 40, and Turles was what is it? Key plus 3 attack plus 40 for all allies. And then extreme class enemies get the defense plus 40. So this is, I think this is the first time that we're having this. Chance to perform critical hit plus 12% for all allies as well. Great chance of an additional attack plus 12% for all allies. Great chance of an additional defense plus 12% for all allies. Dude. So maybe 52%. That is, what the heck? That's crazy. And then recovers 12% HP at the end of the turn when receiving an attack. Okay, so that's her new gimmick. I was hoping for something more like dodge, but okay. So she's still going to be potentially getting hit, taking some nasty damage, but if she has a little bit of a heal, that can help soften the blow, I suppose. So let me know in the comments how you would rate this unit. I was hoping for more, but still, that support is looking nice. Now we've got FU. This guy, he's kind of rocking the Beast Gohan, isn't he? So this guy is a Dragon Ball Heroes key plus 4, 150%. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and seals super attack. Attack and defense plus 150 when performing a super attack, key plus 1 up to plus 5. Attack and defense plus 10 up to 50. And chance of evading enemies' attacks, including super attack, up to 50%. 10% each. Okay. For time travelers on the team. All right. Plus an additional attack plus 50 when HP is 50% or less. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50 within the turn in which the character evades an attack. All right. I don't really have much to say on this one because there's no new mechanic. It's just more stats, more temporary stuff. But he does get a little bit more purpose. He gets a little bit more as a bonus for dodging. Before, his dodge was only at, what, 30%? So this is a nice change here. Let's move on. Let me know in the comments how you would grade that unit. Moving on to TEQ Golden Cooler. What does this guy do? Dragon Ball Heroes Extreme Tech 130%. Raises. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was talking about before. If you look at the punctuation, this is a definite indication of whether or not it's permanent. Raising attack is permanent because there's a comma, then raises defense for 1 turn. So this is going to be a permanent stack and a temporary stack. Causes immense damage. Attack and defense plus 130 plus an additional defense plus 30 when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 10% up to 30 with each super attack performed within the same turn. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Launches 2 additional attacks that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there are 3 or more Dragon Ball category allies on the team. Okay, there we go. Because I was going to say, you can't launch 3 super attacks on any given turn. So how does that work exactly? I forgot that there is an additional super attack clause in there. But it's all by chance. So you got to get lucky, and you have to launch 2 additional super attacks. Also, if you have full additional, that will obviously help. But if you can get 2 additional super attacks, that would mean you would have a grand total of 3 defensive stacks for the turn, along with defense or damage reduction plus 30%, and all the extra defense that you're getting from the supports and everything. That's actually a pretty good character, but it's obviously a risk. It's a gamble, but I kind of dig it. All allies key plus 2 attack and defense plus 20. Dragon Ball Heroes attack and defense plus 20. All of those numbers, they're going to add up. So this guy could actually low-key be a pretty fun unit to use. And I'm curious to see how effective he's going to be on some of the marquee events out there. So I like that. I'm actually, that's kind of a surprise one that I'm a little excited for. Let's move on now to Sealas. Ask your doctor if Sealas is right for you. So this guy, all types key plus 3, 80%, raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and greatly lowers defense. This guy has a transform state, so don't forget that. Key plus 1, attack and defense plus 100. Attack and defense plus 100 when performing a super attack. Artificial life forms, key plus 1, attack and defense plus 20. Time travelers, key plus 1, attack and defense plus 20. High chance to dodge. Fuses on the 5th turn with Ahms. Okay. So then what does his transformed Sealas do? This guy raises defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and massively lowers defense. Is there a change? Okay, so he greatly lowers defense, and then he massively lowers defense. All right. Key plus 3, attack and defense plus 120, attack and defense plus 120 when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10, up to 30 with each attack performed. Performs a critical hit when the target enemy is in attack down or defense down status. Oh, man. Performs an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. So he seems defensive oriented on his supers, but then like his passives give him more of an edge. I don't really know what to make of this one. I feel like this is one of those units that you have to really see on the field to really get an idea for what this unit is capable of. Because I'm not really vibing with it right now. But like I said, I will reserve final judgment. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Moving on now to Cumber. Let's check out this dude. What does he do? I have high hopes for him. Extreme class key plus 300%. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to the enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. So he gets the temporary stacking. Very nice. Key plus 2 attack and defense plus 200%. Plus an additional defense plus 50 within the same turn after receiving an attack. High chance of stunning the superclass enemies after receiving an attack. When target enemy is stunned, plus an additional attack plus 30, attack plus 50, and performs a critical hit. Okay, so that's good. When you actually get that stun off, which is 50% of the time when in the presence of superclass enemies, you can get an extra 50% attack. That's good. And that guaranteed crit. Turns into Giant Ape when you're under 50% chance to do so. This is one thing I do like about Giant Form. Other than Super Battle Road, Giant Forms are basically useless, except for stalling and trying to get certain like turn missions done for major events. But one good thing about the Giant Form EZAs is that every super attack now in the transform state has an additional ability. So this is now a new Giant Form character that also has the ability to stun on super attack. Temporarily greatly raises attack, causes destructive damage, and has medium chance to stun. So as soon as you're ending the Giant Form phase, if you had a stun that turn, it will last into the next turn, which is good. So, okay. I was hoping for more, but it's a Giant Form unit, so it's a serviceable one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Now, let's take a look at the Great Saiyaman 3. Superclass key plus 300%. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, and raises superclass allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. That's nice. Okay. For the passive, key plus 3, attack and defense plus 130, attack and defense plus 30, and chance to perform a critical hit plus 3% per time traveler category ally on the team. Dang! So that's 210%. Woo! Okay. That's a beefy looking Great Saiyaman. What the heck? They kept the negative though. Defense minus 30% within the same turn after receiving an attack. Attack and defense plus 10 up to 30. Oh, with each attack received. Okay, so it kind of balances out. The defense portion is basically just negated altogether, and then the attack plus 30 additional is given with each attack received. Reduces damage received from normal attacks by 30%. There you go. This is what I wanted, and counters with tremendous power. So this guy might actually be a pretty nice unit on something like the Broly event, because by the time you get to the Broly event, you're definitely going to be having taken 3 attacks, and you will most definitely, you know, have all of your rotations in order. So by the time you get there, this guy could be doing some nice damage and taking some nice damage against that final Broly. That's pretty dope. Okay. So I think this might be my new dark horse, or my new favorite out of all of them so far. Let me know in the comments what you think about this Great Saiyaman. Speaking of, let's take a look at Beautiful Joe here. This is Great Saiyaman 4. This is all the free-to-plays now. We're now moving into the free-to-play units. So let's take a look at this. Beautiful Joe lead, youth, key plus 3, 77%. Raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage, and lowers defense, attack and defense plus 120. Superclass allies, key plus 2, defense plus 30, youth, attack plus 30. Plus an additional defense plus 30 when attacking, 10% chance to perform a critical hit up to 50 with each attack performed, high chance to perform an additional super attack. So critical is taken care of in the passive, additional is taken care of in the passive, so you could either go for more additional, or you could go for some dodge to give this unit some initial escape velocity, if you will. This is a free to play, so of course the standards have to be a little bit different. We have to be a little bit more realistic. So with that in mind, I don't think this is so bad. This is basically doing what the unit is meant to do, which is stack. So I'm okay with it. Didn't have much expectation altogether. Let's move on to the free-to-play Ahms. So this guy is sort of the antithesis to the Beautiful Joe. Artificial life forms, key plus 377. Raises defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and lowers attack and defense. Attack and defense plus 120. Extreme class allies, key plus 2. Defense plus 30. Artificial life forms, category allies, attack plus 30. Plus an additional attack plus 30 when attacking. Defense plus 30 up to 150 each time this character receives an attack. High chance to stun the attacked enemy. So this guy has to get hit. I don't like that, because this guy getting slapped around is probably going to hurt. So if it could just be normal attacks, that could be okay. But yeah, there you have it for this one. Again, another free to play. I feel like Super Battle Road is the optimal battleground for this unit, but still, what do you guys think? Let me know about this one. It is a big bad boss free to play unit, so that is a good thing. So let's see what this guy can do post EZA. Moving on to Cumber. Please be good. I need the Cumbers to be good. These units need more love. They need to be relevant. Let's see if they deliver on the free-to-play Cumber. Dragon Ball Heroes, key plus 3, 77%. Raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage, and lowers defense. Key plus 3, attack and defense plus 150. Good. All extreme allies, attack and defense plus 20% when attacking. Good. Plus an additional defense plus 50. Superclass enemies, attack and defense minus 20 after receiving an attack. Okay. Launches an additional super attack when the same turn of receiving an attack as the first attacker in a turn. Dang it. They didn't really give him much more. They just made him a little bit more robust. Okay. So the whole gimmick behind this guy is that he has to get hit in slot 1 before he can launch a second super. And you want him to be stacking as much as possible because it's a free to play. He's a stacker. That's what he's best known for. So yeah, I don't like the fact that he doesn't really have much in terms of extra protection, just simply more defense. Was hoping for like some sort of damage reduction, but beggars can't be choosers. There you have it for the free to play Cumber. Let's move on now to Salsa. So TEQ Salsa here. So what does this guy do? Crossover 77%. Greatly raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage, and seals. Key plus 3 attack and defense plus 100. Attack and defense plus 20 up to 80. Chance of evading enemies attack, including super attack, up to 15% up to 45 per crossover category ally on the team. Additional chance to evade plus 5% up to 25 per each existing enemy. Okay. So Super Battle Road is the optimal battleground for this little nerd right here. Plus an additional attack plus 20 up to 60, defense plus 10 up to 30 each time an attack is evaded. Whoa, okay. So this guy gets stronger with each dodge. So full dodge build, here we come. There is your Salsa. Okay. Free to play units having a dodge mechanic is good because, you know, they're typically not as strong and not as capable. Let's check out Putine's EZA. Crossover 77%, key plus 3. Raises attack and defense, causes supreme damage with a high chance to stun. Attack and defense plus 150, plus an additional attack and defense plus 15% per crossover category ally on the team, self-excluded. Okay, so up to 6. So that's 90% extra. Plus an additional attack plus 70% and medium chance to perform a critical hit when the target enemy is stunned or sealed. Crossover category allies, key plus 2, attack and defense plus 30. Attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns, and seals the attacked enemy's super attack. Okay. So a little bit more of what she's already capable of doing. So pretty much the same stuff, but better. That's good. So now she can be a little bit more comfortably run on some of the like evil Peppy Gal teams if you want to run those. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Last couple units here. So we're coming up on the final free-to-play unit. This is the free-to-play Lags unit, and then we're going to check out Cooler and Janemba, because those two units didn't have their info released yesterday along with everything else. So INT Lags, Dragon Ball Heroes key plus 350% stats. She will obviously be receiving an EZA at some point, probably in the future, probably next year. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage with a high chance to seal and a high chance to lower attack and defense. Interesting. Attack and defense reduction now being relegated to a chance-based thing is very interesting. Attack and defense plus 100 plus an additional attack and defense plus 50 when performing a super attack, medium chance to evade enemies' attacks, plus an additional attack plus 50 when the target enemy is at HP is 75% or less. Performs an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack when the target enemy is HP 50% or less. If the target enemy is an attack down or defense down, or target enemies is sealed, gains an additional 6% chance to perform a critical hit up to 30 with each attack performed. So that's a lot of numbers there. Basically, you can tell that this unit is being set up for an EZA. Medium chance will obviously become a high chance next year. All of these different numbers will change. The parameters will increase, making her easier to use, but it's all predicated on status afflictions. That's the whole gimmick behind these like magical girl fighters, the battlefield divas of Dragon Ball Heroes. So she will be best suited for a Dragon Ball Heroes Peppy Gal team, basically, which is what she is. So that is INT Lags. Now let's move on to the final 2 summonable characters that are coming in the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration, starting with AGL Golden Cooler. These 2 units are only going to be SSRs, so don't expect anything more crazy than this. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage to the enemy. Attack and defense plus 150, performs an additional attack which has a high chance to become a super attack. Reduces damage received by 20%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30 up to 150, and reduces damage received by 6% up to 30% with each crossover category ally on the team. Oh man. See, okay, well, I mean, that is good. More damage reduction with crossovers, that is actually good. I shouldn't be saying that. I was more hoping for, I want to be able to run this guy with a full Wicked Bloodline team, but it's fine. Seals this character's super attack when HP is 30% or below at the start of turn. So this unit himself becomes sealed if you enter a turn under 30%. So that is the cost for the pretty significant damage reduction on an SSR character. Okay, that's fair. And Lynx, there is no big bad boss because this is a meta cooler, which is unfortunate because we do have one big bad boss meta cooler, but we have deficit boost, which is something that you see in the free-to-play. Oh, auto regen too. The free-to-play meta cooler army. Auto regen and deficit boost are 2 things that you get in the meta cooler army. So if you do run this guy with a full meta cooler team, you will get that auto regen 5% extra damage reduction. So this guy could actually be decent. All right, so there you have it for the cooler. Let me know what you guys think about that one. And then finally, Janemba, possibly the coolest SSR art in the bunch because of the fact that there is like no room for any diamond holographic nonsense behind him. Maybe up top. Other than that, this looks pretty dope. I love the symphony of colors here. It looks pretty cool. So let's take a look at this one. Crossover, key plus 2, blah, blah, blah. Cause supreme damage. Raises attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns. Okay. For the first 5 turns from this appearance, high chance to guard all enemies' attacks and guards all attacks when there are 2 or more enemies. Okay. Attack and defense plus 30 up to 150 for each crossover category ally on the team. Attack plus 50 up to 150 with each super attack performed. Defense plus 30 up to 90 with each super attack received. After attacking 5 or more times in battle or receiving 5 or more attacks, high chance to perform a critical hit in the following turn. Oh, okay. So there you have it for the Janemba. Wasn't expecting that, but this guy is a big bad boss, so that is good. We do have a big bad boss here. The crossover requirement does inhibit you a little bit in terms of running this guy outside of that sort of team. But yeah, if you do run him on the crossover team, you're getting a pretty significant chunk of extra stats here. So there you have it for all of the new units. 13 new units with their EZAs and 2 more new units with the SSRs. What do you guys think about all of these different characters? All of these units are going to be dropping at the same time once the Global World Tournament is over the next day, November 21st, 10 p.m. Pacific. Like I said, that day, 6 hours after reset is when all of these characters will become available for you to summon on and have fun running. This is going to be a very, very fun time. For those of you who have farmed up a bunch of Kais who have been Dokkaning responsibly, if I were to do the math and eyeball it, I mean, with all these different characters, we got easily like, what, 20 characters? You're going to need like at least over 70, 80 Kais, at least. So good luck. There you have it, folks. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Leave in the comments which EZA has you the most hyped, which EZA has you the most disappointed. I suppose if you want to answer that, go ahead. And which of the SSRs do you like more? Do you like the Janemba or the Golden Meta Cooler more? Which one has more potential for the future? Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know when to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.